What's up, Turbros? Welcome back to another tutorial on how to get easy KEM Strikes. Now, last week we went over tips for Prison Break, and today we're going over strategy tips for Warhawk, specifically in these two areas right here. Now, if you're new to my channel and missed my KEM tips for Prison Break, Tremor, and Octane, I'll leave a link in the description that leads to a playlist I started, and I will be uploading more tips for other maps. I have them recorded in an archive, I just need to edit them, so be sure to subscribe if you like what you see. And if you want to know my preferred class setup to get these KEM Strikes, links will be in the description as well as a clickable video on screen. Anyways, as I mentioned in my previous video, I said this strategy was a really simple strategy, and it's true. This works on free-for-all, domination, and team deathmatch, but for me, I love playing free-for-all, and this is the game mode I prefer to use my strategies on, simply because I play solo and the maps are always going to be small and it's easier to sound whore. Now, we're going to be patrolling an area that's between plenty of spawn points, and enemies will be crossing this area frequently, and I've divided this into two locations once again to give you an option to navigate to another location if you feel like you need to switch it up to confuse the enemy. So let's get into it, shall we? First, let's go over the spawns you're gonna want to be conscious of. We got one here in the street, one by the water tower, one in the corner inside the bar, one right outside the window of the bar, one back here, and one way back here in the corner. Now, we won't have to worry about the spawn in the bar or the one in the corner behind the bar as much because we're going to be occupying this area and they won't spawn here. However, in some cases, depending on where you're located, whether in the back of the bar or towards the entrance, I have seen some enemies spawn in the bar or in that back corner, but it's not going to be anything to worry about because the way we patrol this area will have us ready for unexpected spawns. So the bar is the area I love patrolling at. All we're doing is keeping an eye on entry points and running back and forth between the entrance and the back door. We will be constantly checking on incoming enemies as swiftly as possible, and this is mostly what you're going to be doing. Stay alert and on your toes. When you're navigating to the front of the bar, try to stay as close to the sides as possible and approach the entry points cautiously. Remember to always pre-aim when you turn on every single corner for those unexpected enemies. Use the table that's flipped over or get behind the bar for cover if you're being shot at if you need to. When you make your way to the back of the bar, you want to do the same thing. Pre-aim when you turn every corner and stay close to the sides. At some point, they will start rushing inside to kill you, so when they do, you'll want to stay in the back of the bar and aim at the entry points rather than going up to it. If you're feeling nervous, use the leaning feature against the wall if you have to, but of course, don't just sit there and wait. You gotta be aware of what's going on behind you for possible flanking. And sometimes the enemy will try to come around and kill you. So position yourself in line with the window to kill them before they get close to you. People who are crossing the street by the tank will have a chance to kill you if they see you and will shoot through the wall. So to avoid this, when you navigate to this window area, a little trick I like to do is staying close to the wall. My body is dragging against the wall when I check on this line of sight, so they can't see you from outside as easily. Then we have our next line of sight. A lot of people will run upstairs to the top bakery and you'll hear their footsteps, and this line of sight makes it easy to kill the enemy, and it's going to be hard for them to kill you because you're so concealed. And next we have our last line of sight. When you're checking this line of sight, you got to be extra careful. Remember to crouch and pre-aim, and remember to stay up against the wall. I've had instances where players will lean on the side of the 18-wheeler or behind the tree or by the tank to the left and wait for me to pop up. And so here is where location number 2 comes in handy. I started doing this because when an enemy repeatedly gets killed by the same person in the same location, they will find a way to kill you. Unless they're complete dumbasses, then feel free to hold down the bar. But anyways, when I get 15 to 20 kills deep, I like to navigate to the bakery, but make sure to always check your surroundings before you switch locations. I do this because it tricks the enemy, and the more evasive you are, the better. So now it's a matter of checking only 2 entry points, the front and back door, and killing enemies that pass by or try to enter. And don't stick your body out by the red truck at the entrance because snipers can kill you in the building on the other side, but only go for a kill if the coast is clear. And that's pretty much it. Stay on your toes, pay attention to what's going on in the game, pay attention to your kill feed, focus on all possible lines of sight, be agile, and most importantly, be patient. Let the kills come to you. Try this strategy out, and remember, it takes practice and patience. Hopefully you found this helpful. I will be posting the full gameplay so you guys can see how I use my own strategies for my Road to KEM on Every Map series. And I'll see all my Turbros and Turbo Sisters in the next video. Peace.